It's a Northern 10 Saturday night in Upper Sandusky, Ohio, as the Rams look to get off the schneid with win number 1, while the visiting Seneca East Tigers look to bounce back from its first loss of the season. We got all the N10 action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Merry Christmas!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Kimmel Corporation pregame show. My name is Travis Berardi, alongside Hayden Gray, coming to you from Ram Country, where Upper Sandusky, a tough start to the season for them. They've been hit with some sickness, some good competition, and they're off to an 0-4 start, and they're taking on another quality opponent tonight in conference play in Seneca East.
Yeah, unfortunate for them, the competition isn't going to get any easier tonight, but, they're happy to be here at home. They started off the season with 3 straight road games, so that's always a tough thing to do, especially battling that illness. So they did take that loss the other night when you were here to Columbian, but just their second home game of the season, hoping they can turn things around.
And let's get right into the tune of things in our pregame show with our Seneca East Team Spotlight, once again brought to you by Kimmel Corporation. The Tigers, 3-1 this season, 0-1 in Northern 10 play. They lost to Cary on Saturday, 65-54. 69.3 points per game this season, but giving up 63. So they get in the shootouts. Pretty good from inside the arc and outside. 47% from 2, 34% from 3, and they shoot the free throws well as well. So this is a very balanced offensive team, but they need to get their defense together.
Yeah, they do, and they've been doing a good job, crashing the boards against teams. They're going to need to do that tonight, averaging just shy of 32 rebounds per game, and they at least do a nice job of controlling their turnovers, just under 14 a game, but they're going to need to try and create those from Upper Sandusky tonight to be able to get those three-point shooting opportunities, as you alluded to.
And taking a look at what they did last season, so this is the first time we get to see Seneca East this year. 8-16, 2-12 in the Northern 10. They lost to Western Reserve, the district runners-up, 69-39 in the sectional final. They did win in the sectional semi. They averaged 58 points per game, gave up 64 points. So it's pretty much the same thing defensively for this squad so far this year as they did last year. And the numbers, shooting a little bit better from 3 to start off as well. They shot 27% last year.
Yeah, they've done a nice job working on that aspect of their game. We know they've got a lot of offensive firepower, so this season will be a good chance for us to see if they can tighten up defensively.
And there is our players' spotlight as we look into that. One, Isaac Mason. He was the leading scorer, and I think, what was he, runner-up on the assist because of Luke Denbo last year, but nearly had almost 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories in our stat leaders. The senior guard, special mention All-Ohioan, averaged 27.2 last year, 10.3 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 3.3 steals. Points-wise, he's not quite up there because they have some more offense, but rebounds, 9 per game, 4.8 assists, 2.0 steals this season. He is a phenomenal player, not only in the Northern 10, but in the area.
Yeah, and I know we're just 4 games in. This will mark the 5th tonight, but I would argue, that kind of stat line you're seeing this season, Coach probably likes that better, and that's something to be really proud of. No, he's not averaging at 27 yet, but man, nearly a double-double with still 5 assists and 2 steals. So I think what he's doing so far this season is actually showing that sign of maturity that he's taking his game to the next level.
And let's move over to the home side of things now in our team spotlight and looking at the Upper Sandusky Rams. Them, like almost everybody in the area, have been hit with sickness. That's shown last on Thursday night, myself seeing that game with Joe Baylog to a really good Columbian squad, a district favorite in their district. They lost 72-36, but they've had some sickness. They've had some JV players have to step up. But despite that, still averaging 50 points per game, but then that youth showing averaging 67.3 points per game defensively. Inside shooting really good, 63% from 2, 36% from 3, and a 50% free throw shooting team. But the turnovers were what hurt the Rams. They really didn't get a lot of shots off in that first half on Thursday night because of the turnovers and the defensive prowess of Tippett Columbian.
And that's exactly what happened in the one game I was able to see them so far this season against Willard. They had a sizable lead in the first half, looking really sharp, but just were plagued with turnover after turnover, which ruined that opportunity for them to create offensively. Because when you look at the numbers, they do have the better field goal, 3-point percentage than Seneca East, but do they have the opportunity to use that? So tonight they'll need to, protect the ball.
And one of the keys to tonight's game that you will have to, put up a good game to help out is one Parker Brown, a sophomore forward. Only played in 3 games last season. He had a rebound and a steal, but this year, 11.3 points per game, and in the 3 games, this is not counting the Columbian game, 15 of 15 from the field, all 2-point shots. So he's that inside presence that Upper Sandusky's needed. They graduated their 2 big guys from last year, so he's come in, stepped in as well. Only 1.3 rebounds, but it's the points per game is what Seneca East needs. They need a good complementary piece to Holden Daris.
Yeah, and standing at 6'5", he gives himself a good chance to try and, get into matchups where he has that height advantage and can see the bucket a little bit better. So he'll need a big night tonight to give his Rams a good shot at taking home their first win.
Just about ready to go here at Upper Sandusky High School for this second Northern 10 matchup for both sides. Just about ready for the national anthem. But any final words before we get into this, Hayden, for you?
I'm excited to see another opportunity for Upper Sandusky to play. After that Willard game, I know that left a bad taste in their mouth, and I think everyone had higher expectations. So I'm excited to see them come out here tonight in their home gym. And, you and I talked about it a little bit earlier before we came up. A really good crowd in here tonight for a Saturday night game. Know everyone's going to be excited, so it should be a good environment.
All right, as the referee's getting introduced down here, but we will throw things down to the court for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. by
And now let's meet the team. First, the visitors, the Seneca East Tigers. Number 3, freshman Luke Mason.
well done by the Upper Sandusky Pep Band.
4, senior Isaac Mason.
As always, down here at Upper Sandusky, you don't get that audio playlist. You actually get the band to get things kicked off here. Let's take a look at the starting lineups once again inside the Kimmel Corporation pregame. Luke Mason, the freshman, brother of Isaac Mason. If he's any bit as good as Isaac, this is a good 1-2 punch this year. Aiden Hines, Lucas Bordner, the leading scorer so far for Seneca East, and Blake Foose, a name that we've known pretty well this season, the quarterback for Seneca East. And they are led by head coach Anthony Langhurst. Now let's take a look at the starters for the Rams of Upper Sandusky. Holden Daris, Brock Montgomery, Levi Lamb, Ethan Kessler, and Parker Brown. Lamb and Daris both, I believe, 12 points each in the game against Tiffin Columbian, most of their points coming from beyond the arc. And that'll do it for the Kimmel Corporation pregame. Is Coach Winslow and company hoping to get off the schneid tonight, hoping to be a little bit more healthier than they have been. I've had that. You and I both have been sick for quite some time because of what's been going around, and it's just finally getting out of my system. I know it's out of your system as well, but
yeah, it's not an easy thing to have to overcome, especially when you play as often as you do.
And we are underway. Rams get the opening tip. Justin Heilman gives it off to Brock Montgomery. Loses the handle for a second, but finds Ethan Kessler. Kessler loses it, but Isles is there. So Heilman, the sophomore, getting the start tonight. That's one of the, you'll see a couple fresh faces tonight due to the flu. Take to the hole, no good offensive rebound though. Put back by Kessler, it drops in. Upper Sandusky with the first points, it's 2-0.
Good job to get that second chance look as Seneca East came out with those quick hands defensively, so good perseverance on that first opening possession.
Luke Mason and Seneca East back with their first possession. Right side to Aiden Hines, back out to Blake Foose. Working around the perimeter, 3 from the corner, off the mark, rebound to Heilman. Nearly lost the dribble, but gets into the corner to Montgomery. Kicks it back out. Daris calling for the ball for the skip pass, but they decide not to.
Yeah, they're neglecting him on the outside pretty strong.
And a steal by Luke Mason. Gets it ahead to Aiden Hines. Layup shot good. We're tied at 2.
Good looking basket there. Nice pass work in the transition.
So 2-2 here early on. Nice look inside, but couldn't get the layup. That was Kessler just off the side of the rim, and back comes Isaac Mason and company. Mason driving baseline, kicks it out to Foose. Foose, tough shot, no good. Rebound to Heilman. Both teams, in that feeling out process, as Kessler's going to try a rainbow 3 and hits.
Hey, it went in the hoop, so went for that skyrocket stroke, and he got it.
He did get it, Hayden.
Hey.
5-2. Seneca East now looking to answer. Hines, top of the key, looking for a screen. Nice backdoor cut. But Isaac Mason misses it, gets his own rebound, gets the Luke pass, and Luke Mason scores. It's 5-4. Quick pass ahead, Montgomery. Up and over. Tough shot. And talking about the defense of Seneca East, maybe he's looking for a shootout, and thus far it looks that way. It's 7-4 Seneca East.
Yeah, the pace of the game here in
Yeah.
this opening minute 40. Wow, they're moving quick.
Foose back out to Luke Mason. To the right side to Isaac. Isaac finds Foose inside, and he's going to get fouled And our first foul of the game will go against Upper Sandusky as we take a look at the long pass ahead to Brock Montgomery on the Sutton Bank replay.
And he did a nice job adjusting in the air there. Seneca East really hustled back to get back in position defensively, but great adjustment from him. And now our first stoppage of the action here since the tip-off.
Misses the first free throw. So it remains 7-4. Fouls on Cayman Isles. Foose does hit the second, cuts this to 2. It's 7-5. Coming up on 3 minutes gone by here, opening quarter. Lamb gets it over to Daris. Looking for that cut inside, but Montgomery's guarded well. He'll pull it back out. And ball stripped away. Bordner with the steal. Gets it ahead to Isaac Mason. He stops. Spin move, puts it up. Doesn't go, though. Rebound to Upper Sandusky.
I liked the move, and I liked the hesitation. He tried, he was making some good decision-making there, not going with the initial first look, but Upper Sandusky doing a nice job defensively.
Heilman with the rainbow. 10-5 Upper, and this is more of the Upper Sandusky team that people are used to.
Yeah, this is the fast-paced team that I saw come out in that first quarter, against Willard on opening night for them.
Isaac Mason with it. Thought about driving, instead gives it off to Foose. Into the left corner now for 3, and an answer right back at you, Aiden Hines. 10-8.
Just under 35% from 3 and just about 37 for Upper Sandusky. So you're seeing two teams with another chance there.
Montgomery just a little short, hit the front iron. Rebound will go to Bordner. Tigers with a chance to tie or take the lead. Foose kicks it, but it's stolen away by Heilman. He's had a great start thus far. He'll get into the lane, jump stop, kick it back out. 3 in the air for Kessler. Yes!
Third triple here in the first 5 minutes of the game.
13-8. Upper Sandusky with the lead. Luke Mason gets it to Foose. Nice backdoor cut, Isaac Mason. Good.
Great vision from Foose displayed there, showing he's got it on the turf and on the hardwood.
Perfect cut. Makes it a 3-point game. Kessler in the corner. Straight away for Heilman. He'll back it out. Under 3 to play in a quick, fast-paced first quarter. Daris short on a shot. Rebound will come to Isaac Mason. Advances it ahead just inside the 3-point line. Bordner way off the line, but an offensive rebound to Luke Mason. Out to Hines. Back to Luke. He's going to try a deep 3. Nothing but net. We're tied.
I saw a 3-point barrage the other night when Galling took on Clear Fork, and so far tonight, 5 combined between these two squads.
Coach Winslow not happy with that set as he takes a 30-second timeout. That allows us to catch our breath. And welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube pages. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out. Woo! Now this has been a fun first quarter, Hayden. Fast-paced, but this is Northern 10 basketball. It's best right here.
Yeah, this is the kind of game I was looking forward to right here. I was talking the other day to just to this point through the year, I haven't been at too many close competitive games, and that's what you want to see. That's what you thrive in, and so far we're getting that here tonight. It's definitely a true high school basketball atmosphere in here.
And I know we got the full setup tonight, a couple monitors. You got your laptops.
Yeah, I know. I feel extra tonight.
You'll be giving some Northern 10 updates from across the area. I know when that comes down, all these games come starting around this time. But interested to see, Cary with a good start. Winford as well had a big win against Upper. Colonel Crawford, as always. So we'll see what goes on in this first full weekend of Northern 10 Conference basketball. Back to action. Heilman on the elbow. He'll try to drive. Spin move, triple team, gets it down to Isles. Back out to Daris. He's going to try a 3 short, but an offensive rebound back out to him. Gets it over to Heilman, inside to Isles. Spin move, nice touch. Upper leads again.
That I've seen Kamen's brother. Caden's on the girls' side a lot this year. Both have that height and both have such a beautiful inside game.
15-13, Upper Sandusky coming up on 90 seconds left, opening quarter. Isaac Mason blocked, rebound to Upper. Nice job by Daris there on the defense. He'll get it across the timeline. He beat his defender, gets it right side to Kessler. He'll try a three, it's way off, and taken out by Seneca East. 15-13. In the corner is Bordner. Skip pass over to Hines for three. Airballed it, knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Upper Sandusky as we take a look at that three, or that two-pointer, I should say.
Coming out of the timeout, offensive, a little bit more sloppy, kind of putting up some quicker looks.
65 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Daris back out to Parker Brown, who is now into the game. Works it to Levi Lamb. Gets a screen, but loses the handle. It's taken away by Luke Mason. Pulls back for three. Seneca East with its first lead as Luke Mason throws on the parking brake and hits from beyond the arc.
Didn't think twice about it and didn't, make us give any judgment. He splashed that one, nothing but net.
Rams may be holding for the final shot here. So we come up on 25 seconds left in the first quarter. But they throw it away. Bordner into the lane, puts the layup up and in. 5 straight for Seneca East. They have a 3-point lead. Coming up on 10 seconds, Daris across the timeline. Has 7 seconds on the clock. He's got to go, 4 seconds. Throws it back out. Lamb for three, off the mark, no good, and that's how the first quarter will end. A high-octane first quarter sees Seneca East with the 3-point lead. We'll take a break, be back here live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Second quarter underway. Isaac Mason, he had a 3-point attempt blocked, but we'll get a jump ball and possession to Upper Sandusky. But good first quarter offensively for both sides, but Upper Sandusky a few more turnovers than they'd like, giving Seneca East the lead.
Yeah, Upper gave up 4 turnovers in the first quarter to just 1 for Seneca East, but as you mentioned, dead set even at 3-pointers, 3 apiece.
Heilman from the corner. He'll drive it into the lane. Tough shot off the front of the iron. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Daris. Thought about the 3, goes into the lane. Turnaround jumper. In and out, no good. Rebound to Isaac Mason. He'll push it ahead to his brother Luke. Pulling up again for 3, and he hits again. Sheesh.
Luke Mason in his bag on that one.
And Upper turning it over once again, but giving right back. Rams with numbers. Instead, they'll pull it back out to Daris. Him and Montgomery with a 2-man game at the moment. Daris will pull it out and reset. Minute gone by here, second quarter, 21-15, Seneca East. Working it around, giving it to Heilman now. 1-4 look. Right side to Isles. He gets into the lane, kicks it left side, and then back out. Rams looking to get a shot off here.
Brown's been battling down in the post with Foose, but Foose not giving up an inch. There just has been no opportunity to get it inside on this possession.
Heilman driving in, forces one up. Off the iron, no good, but an offensive rebound by Isles. And he's going to get bumped from behind. It'll be a foul. It'll be a first against Seneca East. That's going to go against Hines, his first.
9th rebound of the night there for Seneca East, for the Upper Sandusky Rams, winning that battle right now 9-7. So they're going to need that because right now Seneca East showing that they're more than happy to get in a shootout because they've been able to back it up so far.
Lucas Hicks checking in for Seneca East. And they cleanly played foul-wise, only one foul each on both sides. Brown gets it back out to Levi Lamb from the free throw line, gets it right side to Daris. Daris into the lane, kicks it back out again. Seneca East doing a really good job not allowing Upper Sandusky to get an open look here in the second quarter. 2 minutes gone by. Brown in the corner. He's going to try to drive it in. Forces a shutoff, hits the back of the backboard. Rolls around, gets his own rebound, though. Fighting, and we're going to get another foul on the Tigers. We take a look at the replay. That's going to be the first foul on Lucas Hicks.
Good example there on the replay of the physicality being ongoing in the paint. Both teams really have been duking it out down there.
Gets it in to Kessler for three. Off the iron, off the top of the backboard. That's out of bounds, and it'll go back to Seneca East. 21-15 the score here.
A little bit of soft pressure applied to the Tigers as they bring the ball up.
Three in the air again. This time missed by Luke Mason. A bit of a heat check for him. Back comes Upper Sandusky. 18-15 was the score after one, and 3 minutes in, only a three by Mason, the difference in scoring. Isaac throws on the brakes and causes the foul on Parker Brown, his first, team second.
Seneca East just putting on a clinic defensively here so far in the second quarter. Nothing coming easy for the Rams, and they continue to struggle. But, you know, aside from a few points, Seneca East, you know, has not poured on too much offense yet. Rams still trying to do their best job of not letting it get out of control.
Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Seneca East here with 5:07 left in the half.
They haven't given the, you know, student section much to get too loud about here early into the second quarter. They've been a little bit removed out of it.
Three from the corner is deflected and into the hands of Parker Brown. Got the Holden Daris. Now to Levi Lamb. Gets around his defender, kicks it right side. Montgomery back out to Daris. He's on the elbow. Thought about driving, instead gives it off to Lamb. He'll try a deep three. Missed everything. Kept in bounds, but goes into Seneca East's hands.
You can feel a little bit of the hesitancy to fire away now from Upper Sandusky. I think that's costing them a little bit. Daris had a couple chances there to try and pull one.
Right side to Bordner. He drives baseline, kicks it over to Isaac Mason for three off the back iron. Long rebound, though, to Seneca East. Bordner's going to try one this time. He hits the front of the iron, and it won't go.
Turnover.
And a rejection. Nice play by Isles to get back in there, as you see the turnover right here, but he kept with it, got the ball, and a deflection out of bounds. It'll stay with Seneca East.
Those are great plays because you need that to stay in this. Coach Winslow's going to like that effort. Down 6. Could have been very easy to watch and put that one in, but good effort there for Miles.
We're going to get a foul. It's actually going to go against, as you see on the replay, Mason just put his body into Kessler, and I think that's good. It's not a safe play per se, but it's a good play because it kept the open look down to the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a smart basketball IQ play.
Thankfully, nobody got hurt. That was kind of a rough
that is
shot,
the risk.
But it did save a bucket. Midway through the second quarter and a complete opposite of the first quarter. Only 3 points scored here in the first 4.5 minutes. Lamb, left side to Kessler. Jump stops on the elbow, and we got an offensive foul.
I'm telling you, man, that paint has just been a lot. And you saw down there the little bit of a shove there from Parker Brown battling out with Hines.
You know, you're elbowing and things like that, but you saw him extend both hands out. That's what's going to get called every single time. So 3:31 left here in the second quarter, 21-15. Seneca East with another possession here. In the corner, trapped. Throws it away. Back come the Rams. Even numbers here. Right to the hole, lays it up and in.
Much needed bucket for them, their first points of the quarter.
21-17, but right back down the other way. Bordner gets it, and we'll get a timeout. 30-second timeout. So finally, we get some scoring going on here. Buckets by both sides here in the last 20 seconds. So we're right back to where we started, 23-17.
Don't have any Northern 10 score updates yet because the other games actually haven't tipped off or finished up their first quarter yet.
Yeah, we had a quick JV game starting about 15 minutes early, so it's always nice for us, you know. Earlier you get done on a Saturday evening, the better. Once again, I want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report. Hello on YouTube to screen name COD Master, Call of Duty Master, I'm guessing.
Cool.
Thank you for watching. Rams looking to get even with Seneca East. Heilman.
Left alone.
Will pull up, but just off the mark. Rebound to Seneca East. Isaac Mason across the timeline. Under 2:30 to play here, opening half. Straight ahead to Luke. Left side to Isaac for three. Around the rim and no. Rebound to Upper. Montgomery quickly ahead. Heilman into the lane. Tried to draw a foul. Nobody went for it though, and he misses the shot. But a nice deflection by Montgomery causes the turnover, and back come the Rams. 2 minutes left in the half.
Transition game around midcourt's kind of been an issue for both teams. They get out moving so quick.
And yeah, you will see that with teams that want to get out and run. You'll see some turnovers, but also kind of cancels out when you get those open looks for layups.
Definitely.
We're going to get a foul against Seneca East. And that was against Mason. He lost. His offensive player got ahead of him, so he just grabbed him. Kind of what you see in football, the holding call on a pass, because you know it's going to give up a big play if you don't keep him from getting the ball.
Yeah, just his first foul. Leads all scorers with 11 so far in the first half.
Inside to Kessler, but he traveled. Tried the pivot there. But, yeah, you see he did a kind of a defensive shuffle before pivoting. That's a no-no. Isaac Mason with it. 90 seconds left in the half. As the Tigers get into their offense. Hands off to Bordner. Now to Luke.
They want to try and take some clock, get it closer to halftime.
A 5-2 quarter thus far for Seneca East. Luke trapped, gets into the corner of the Bordner, skips it over. Foose gets it back to Luke. He'll pull up from his spot, and again he'll hit.
You could kind of see that one going in before he had the space, and he likes to run into that shot and boom, then pull up, and I think he's made all three of them from about that same radius.
Yeah. On the other end, Montgomery's going to try a three, but it's deflected and into the hands of Seneca East. 40 seconds left in the half. Bordner will drive it in, double teamed, and he'll get a pushing foul against the Rams before the pass.
Foul on the Rams, number 25, Ethan Kessler.
That'll be Kessler's first. Both teams with 14 fouls. Nobody in foul trouble thus far.
Ryler Beamer replaces Caden Snay.
And Upper Sandusky with a chance to avoid if the foul wouldn't have been called. Luke had made that layup, so they get a little bit of a chance at redemption on the other side of the foul.
Bordner gets it out to Luke Mason. Now to Isaac. 17 seconds left in the half. Now to Bordner. Going to try and get to Luke with 10 seconds. Well, actually 5 seconds left. Mason with 2. Puts it up at the buzzer. No good. And that is how the first half is going to end. A low-scoring second compared to the first. But Seneca East on a couple Luke Mason threes pulls out to the 9-point lead. We'll take a break. Be back with the Kimmel Corporation halftime, stats, analysis, and much more. You're watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright yellow lace bags and noses frostbitten, snack table spread that is fit for a king. These are a few of my favorite things. Warm ugly sweaters because your friend says so, bags of Tostitos with salsa and queso, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Seeing the family and gingerbread houses, eating Doritos on big comfy couches, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the lights glow but the fuse blows, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, warm fuzzy feelings and cards all handwritten, this smart food popcorn all tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Music with sleigh bells and gifts incognito, play Secret Santa with family and Cheetos, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Scooping Tostitos with salsa and queso, Lay's and Doritos if I have my say-so, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the guests leave and the fam's gone, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Merry Christmas.
We welcome you inside the Kimmel Corporation halftime show with your score at the break, 26-17 in favor of the Tigers of Seneca East. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray, and we had a shootout in the first quarter, 18-15 Seneca East, and then it was all defense in the second quarter, 8-2 for the 26-17 lead by Seneca East.
Yeah, the pace felt the same. It was still fairly quick, but scoring came to a little bit of a halt, and both teams kind of ramped up physicality. A few more fouls there towards the end of the quarter, slowed things down a bit, but quick first half, and I know we want to take a look at just how we've gotten there.
And there are your halftime stats presented by Kimmel Corporation. 26-17, 5 threes to 3, 5 two-point field goals to 4. Only 2 free throws attempted. Was pretty clean on that side of things. A better half turnover-wise by Upper Sandusky, despite still having 7 turnovers, only 4 by Seneca East. Most of those came towards the end of the half as well. 14 to 13 boards, so pretty even, but the threes by Luke Mason in that second quarter really are the difference.
Yeah, his confidence and his ability to get open and step into those has been a difference maker. Most of these numbers are pretty even down the board, and they'll need to find an answer for him. He's been able to slip away from the defense, and he's crafty with his ball handling too. So I'm sure that was a topic of conversation in the locker room, and Winslow got to come up with some answers to try and eliminate him from having so many wide open looks.
Leading scorers for both teams, first for the Tigers, it is Luke Mason, 4 threes, a total of 14 points. And I was telling you at halftime, the MVP for Columbian, Zach Shawberry, also 4 threes and 14 points at the break. So the leading scorer from both sides for Seneca East is the freshman point guard. As for the Upper Sandusky Rams, Ethan Kessler, 4 field goals, 8 points for him, all inside the arc. As the Rams, they need to get something going because offensively they were pretty much shut out in that second quarter by Seneca East.
Yeah, I don't know whether they need to, try and get back to some of their confidence, taking looks behind the line. They shot well in quarter number 1 with those 3 3-pointers, but they do just need to find a little bit of a better flow because they're getting shut out of the paint. Maybe, even step up that aggressiveness, try and pick up some fouls, get an opportunity, because like we said, they didn't go to the line a single time.
Tonight's high school basketball broadcast brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, Kimmel Corporation. Kimmel Corporation is a 4th-generation family-owned and operated company. We understand your business isn't just your business, it's your life. That's why we've dedicated ourselves to help companies like yours look and perform at their very best. Chris Daris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care about most, Chris can develop specific strategies to help you achieve all your goals. Wilson Tire. At Wilson Tire Company, we sell new and used tires to provide tire services to customers in Upper Sandusky. No matter which location you visit, we'll prove that Wilson Tire Company is the best when it comes to tire services and alignment. Quest Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution ready to support you, your family, and your goals. Sutton Bank, earning the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Casasa. Spherion Mid-Ohio, as we get back to action. That 3 is missed. Offensive rebound. I'll get back to our readers here in a moment. Luke Mason stolen away by Brock Montgomery. First possession in the second half for Upper Sandusky. Heilman gets it out to Brock Montgomery. Forced it inside and turns it over. So both teams with a turnover early on here in quarter number 3. It's ahead to Blake Foose. Looks for the pass to Isaac Mason, but again, turnover. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Seneca East.
And I really thought, Foose may have looked for an opportunity to drive inside, but both teams there on last possessions kind of turning away from trying to make a move to the hole.
Daris tried the 3 but missed, and he continues to be cold. Now let's finish thanking our sponsors. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Shoot Away, the ultimate basketball shooting machine, as Isaac Mason misses the layup. And finally, Frito-Lay. We are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments.
Another turnover.
This time by Upper Sandusky into the lane. Layup shot too strong, but an offensive rebound, kicked back out. Isaac Mason gets over to Foose. Foose straight away for Luke. Throws it away, though, and another turnover.
Wow.
So a sloppy 90 seconds here to start half number 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many people looking like they want to take a shot at the hoop here to open up quarter number 3. Some questionable passing going on, but one quick N10 update. Colonel Crawford leads 34-7 over Bucyrus at the end of quarter number 1.
Want to say hello to Brian Skoronsky and Adam Thompson commenting with me right now via text message. Hi, guys. How you doing tonight? Mid-range jumper, no good. And we're going to get a foul about 95 feet away by Brock Montgomery. That'll be his first in the first of the second half.
Then another big N10 game going on tonight. Cary and Winford square off. Two teams that don't have a loss, both 1-0 in the N10. Winford 3-1 overall, as Cary is 2-0. So good matchup. When that one tips off, try and bring some updates to you.
Three from the right side off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Daris. Good job boxing out there. Is he going to throw it away? No. Nice save by Montgomery. To Daris, right side. Three in the air. Heilman misses, and a rebound to Aiden Hines.
And here we go again. Now Foose in the fast break.
That's going to be an offensive foul. Yep.
Yeah. We'll have a great look at it on this replay.
The Sutton Bank replay is Montgomery. Yeah, he had the position, and Foose just went in at 90 miles an hour, lowered the shoulder. They're going to call that every time.
Yeah, Foose still in football mode on that one.
His first foul. Both teams with a foul each. Into the hole. Turns it over. Back comes Seneca East. Nice spin move jumper, but blocked. An offensive rebound. Tried to get the foul, no call. And a turnover. Back we go.
7 total turnovers in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter.
Right side. Daris gets to the top of the key. Heilman misses the shot. Offensive rebound rejected. Back comes Luke Mason. It's a 2-on-1. But he turns it back over on a half-hearted pass, but given right back. Isaac Mason now does get the pass off to Hines, and finally we get a bucket.
First basket comes for the third quarter, halfway through the quarter, and a timeout will be taken. Full 30-second timeout from Coach Winslow. Do have an update. Cary leads Winford 17-11 after 1.
So a couple scores from around the Northern 10 tonight. And if you want to pull up, what teams in the Northern 10 have or want to know what teams are not so far? I know these two teams, as you can see down at the bottom, and now I know it's actually the Tigers are 3-1, and I don't know why that says Columbians. So let me update that. There we go. Seneca East.
Yeah, so far the teams that have not experienced a Northern 10 loss: Mohawk, Colonel Crawford, Cary, and Winford, all at 1-0 in conference play. Seneca East, Buckeye Central, Bucyrus, and of course Upper Sandusky, all 1 loss so far in Northern 10 play. So both teams looking for their first conference win tonight.
28-17 on the Wilson Tire Chris Daris Edward Jones Financial Advisor scoreboard. That ball out of bounds. Fans wanted a bit of contact there, but I like the way the refs are calling this one tonight.
Yeah, they've made calls that needed to be made, but they've also allowed them to have some of that physical nature of play.
Bordner back out to Isaac Mason. Now to Luke, fakes the 3, tries to drive in, kicks it back out to Bordner. Loses the handle, deflected away by Levi Lamb. It will stay with Seneca East as we hit the midway point of quarter number 3.
Well, and you got to think this is really probably aggravating for Upper Sandusky because they've been able to keep Luke Mason quiet here so far halfway through the third quarter. So this would be the time for them to work their way back into the ball game, but just haven't been able to do it.
Like the second quarter, only 2 points have been scored here. That's a foul, and it'll be 2 shots for Bordner. Take a look at the Sutton Bank replay. Had his position, good pivot, and he's going to get fouled by Montgomery. He'll be his second.
Well, a quick second quarter between Colonel Crawford and Bucyrus has the Eagles winning 57-19.
So that'll be a running clock.
Yeah. About a 40-point lead for the Eagles.
Bordner hits his first free throw, has 5 points on the night now. Second attempt, good. 30-17. Get a couple substitutions here as Bordner will check out. Daris drives in, pulls up, but it's deflected away. Triple team there and loses the handle. Back comes Seneca East. Into the lane, tough shot off the back iron though. Rebound to Ethan Kessler. Ahead to Levi Lamb. Into the paint, nice pass. Layup shot blocked, but a foul. And going to the line will be Parker Brown. Take a look at the nice pass.
And this will be the Rams' first free throws of the night, and I believe looking for their first points of the quarter. With 3:16 left to go in the third. And these are important, Travis. Down 13 now.
Misses the first. 30-17 here. Third quarter.
Second shot up for Brown.
Got it. First point of the second half for Upper Sandusky. It's back to a 12-point game. Isles will check in for Kessler.
Well, and that's big. That's the first point of the night for Parker Brown. He averages 11.3 per game, and we took a look at him during our pregame. So, you know, kind of a slump in the first half. See if that'll bring some confidence back to his gameplay.
And another Seneca East turnover. Brown into the lane, spin move. Yeah. What can Brown do for you? You just saw it right there. What a move.
Love the attack mode that he put on there. Maybe I was right. Maybe that free throw going through was all he needed. Would like to see more of that here throughout the half.
Ryler Beamer misses. And now the Rams with a chance to get this to within single digits. Daris gets it over to Lamb. Back out to Daris. He's going to try a three from the corner, and he hits it. Finally on the board from beyond the arc. And just like that, it's a 7-point game. 6-0 run for the Rams. Yeah, I almost said Tigers. And they're going to get a chance to add on. Daris across half court. Will pull it back out. Levi Lamb into the lane. Right side jumper, too strong. Offensive rebound. Puts it back up. No call. Both defensive players straight up and down. And we'll get a timeout by Seneca East as we take a look at the corner three. Daris finally hitting from beyond the arc, Hayden.
Yeah, that's an important one for him, too, because he is that leading scorer at 13 a game for them. And that was a big one to trim this back down to a 7-point lead. Got the students back standing up, got the fans back into it a little bit. So Seneca East decides to take a full timeout and try and get these guys a rest because there really haven't been a ton. You know, there's been 4 fouls so far here in the quarter, but not a lot of timeouts tonight and fast pace of play. So allow them to reset.
Adam Thompson watching live and free on the mountaintop and predicting two lead changes in an alley-oop in the second half. Hashtag boom shakalaka. This isn't Lexington, though, Adam.
Yeah, so I would be here for an alley-oop, but, I mean, there's some guys out here, you know. We got Brown at 6'5", Daris at 6'5". I haven't had a chance to see Isles, you know, what their vertical looks like. But
personally, I'm a fan of the three-pointer, though.
And you might
like
just
right
get
there.
one.
Ask and you shall receive. Mason with another three, his 5th of the night.
First points of the half for him as well.
Back to a 10-point game. Lamb on the elbow. Gets it inside to Montgomery. Spin move, puts it up and in.
Great persistence from Montgomery because through the first half, that was one that you'd easily assume Upper Sandusky would block and then move on, or get blocked and move on, but wasn't taking no for an answer.
Lucas Hicks gets it to Isaac Mason. Mason back out to Beamer. Nice move into the lane, gets the roll to go.
Now some of that stride and flows coming back for both teams as we saw that early up in the first quarter open up the game.
We'll get a foul here. Take a look at the replay. That's going to go against Isaac Mason, his second. And I do see the Seneca East bench was yelling. There was an arm kind of thrown there, and I think they're right. Only thing I would say in the ref's side, but maybe the foul happened before that.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Nonetheless, Upper will inbound underneath the Seneca East bucket. Daris gets it out to Kessler. Cross court, 3 in the air. Yes! Montgomery hits. Back to a 7-point game. 40 seconds left in the third. Isaac Mason slowing things down. Looks like the Tigers looking for an open shot or just to run the clock down as we're under 30 seconds. Gets the defender off of him to stop the 5-second count, but didn't go to the bucket. So they will hold for the final shot.
And you see Luke working to get open.
Gets it inside. Hines puts it up off the back iron, no good. Deflected back out. That's the buzzer, and that'll be the quarter. That went in, but it was after the buzzer. We played 3 at Upper Sandusky. 35-28 Tigers. We head to money time after this break. You're watching Boys High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
In the words of OH Report founder and CEO Brian Skoronsky, it's money time, and that's a way to start money time for the Rams as Montgomery's hit back-to-back threes and cut this one to 4. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray, and we're in for a good last 7:30.
And I'm excited to see this has so many parodies to that Willard game where Upper Sandusky had a great first half and then just fell completely flat. But so far right now they're proving that they do have that fight and comeback in them. Excited for this last quarter.
Aiden Hines gets it off to Bordner. First possession of the fourth for Seneca East. Hines into the lane, kicks it right side. Bordner's going to try a 3 for the answer. In and out. Rebound out to Daris. Across the timeline to Lamb. Into the lane, kicks it over. No call. Back comes Seneca East. But Daris again with the steal. He has a guy ahead of him. Instead, he goes left side to Montgomery, and they'll pull it out. Daris deflected away. Ball is on the ground. Who's going to get it?
Chaos.
And we will get a timeout by Seneca East. There was a lot there.
That was a big sequence to unpack. Scramble for the rock.
And let's just take a look at the whole thing right here on the replay. Montgomery, you thought he was going to take it to the hole, but instead gets it back. And watch his three-point attempt. Mason just comes
Clean
out of
strip.
nowhere and flicks it. That's clean. Ball bouncing around, and it's right here when we get the timeout.
Do have a halftime score update. Carey has an 8-point advantage over Winford, 25-7. Caden Allen has 7 for the Royals. Alexander Putnam leads the way with 8 for Carey.
Let's thank our sponsors one more time. Kimmel Corporation, Chris Daris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wilson Tire, Quest Federal Credit Union, Sutton Bank, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Shootaway, and Frito-Lay. Thank you all for allowing us to bring these games, as always, live and free to you, the fans, on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Tigers will inbound, up 4 with 6:39 left in regulation. Bordner gets it in to Mason. And we're going to reach in foul there against Isles. That'll be a second. Third team foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Nobody in foul trouble. And that could come into play here later.
Yeah, both teams just had 4 team fouls in the first half and both even at 3 here in the second.
Handoff, kick back out to Foose. Gets it to Isaac Mason. Tries to skip pass. It does find the hands of Hines. Into the lane, and we're going to get a push before the shot attempt. That's going to go against Ethan Cayman Isles. That's his third. For a second, I thought they called Kessler's number. So that'll be his third. Deflected out of there by Kessler. Seneca East will have another inbound with 6:07 left.
Well, and I'm sure the Rams are aware with the amount of time they still have left, just 1 foul away from putting Seneca East in the 1-1, and you don't want to do that. A 72% free throw shooting team.
Ball stolen away. Lamb at the free throw line. Works back out. Montgomery can get another 3 off the iron. Offensive rebound to Kessler. Montgomery on the elbow. Takes it in, kicks it back out. 3 for Kessler, in and out. Ball into the hands of Daris, another offensive rebound. Montgomery in the corner, back out. Kessler's going to try it again, no good. Finally, Seneca East gets away with it.
They've got to find a way to start turning those second and third opportunities into points.
Mason for 3, and he hits. Only his 5th point, but it's a huge one. It's 38-31.
Yeah, he's had a quiet night tonight, but between him and his brother, between the two of them, 22 of the team's 38 points.
Kessler thought about the 3, gets it over to Lamb. An offensive foul. Lowered the shoulders, you'll see here.
Yep. That left shoulder.
When you're arched down like that, you get that little bump. That's going to get called. Five minutes left in regulation, a 7-point Tiger lead. Bordner's going to try a 3, short, but an offensive rebound by Hines. He's going to put it back up and in. 5-0 Seneca East run. Quickly ahead to Kessler. Hook shot short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, misses. That was actually Isles with the rebound, but couldn't finish. And we'll get a foul on Daris.
Foul on the rebound is number 2.
That'll be the 6th, so just like that,
right.
Seneca East will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Starting to get a little bit too sloppy with still 4.5 left to play. It's tough when you're trying to come back. You want to make it happen as quick as possible, but they got to trust their defense, what they've been able to do. They forced 9 turnovers on the Tigers in the second half, and there's a 10th.
Stripped away. Parker Brown ahead, layup, good. Levi Lamb with his first points of the night, and another turnover. Big possession for Upper Sandusky right here. Trailing by 7. Daris in the corner. Pulls it back out. He's looking for Brown inside, but he's closely guarded. Montgomery now. Gets it to Daris in the corner. Now it is inside the Brown. Post move, puts it up off the glass and in. The sweet kiss. It's a 5-point game.
I'm telling you, I really wish, he's ever since he knocked down that free throw, come to life. So I want to see them keep working through him. He's really using that length and wingspan to his advantage.
Mason, only 5 points for the second leading scorer on the Tigers squad. 3 in the air.
Golly,
Another one by Luke Mason. Timeout. Seneca East. Number 6 on the night for the freshman. And I said in the pregame, if he's anything like his brother, they're going to have a good 1-2 punch. And he's actually carrying his brother in company tonight. 20 points on the night for Luke.
Kid's displaying a ton of confidence, too. I like a lot what I see out of him because he's not the tallest guy, the biggest guy on the court, but he's really, really shifty. Good ball handler and plays with all that confidence. Colonel Crawford, confident bunch as well, trying to catch up and maybe finish before us, Travis. 72-21 at the end of 3 with that running clock.
Yeah, it's going to be
enough time to put up 100? To be at the 30-point quarter with
8 minutes of game time?
I don't think so.
Now, Upper Sandusky playing a much better game tonight because they're getting healthy. They've been sick the first 4 games, and that's played into their 0-4 record. They've been without some players. They played with some sick players. Coach Winslow saying, he had a kid sick at halftime of the Columbian game, but still gutting it out. So it's, tough start, but it's only 4 games in. 18 left, 17 after tonight. And it's really about, if you want to be a contender in your conference, you got to win your conference games, but it's really about being at the right spot by the end of the season to where you can peak into the tournament.
Sure, you don't ever want to take a game for granted, but the number of games in your season does allow for you to have some time to try and grow and experience those growing pains.
Brown gets it stripped out of bounds. It'll stay with Upper Sandusky. We'll take a look at the replay. Got it stripped for a second, gets the spin move, and then again stripped out of there by Blake Foose.
Kessler will check in quick.
3:04 left in regulation. 8-point Seneca East lead. Daris has to get it in, and he does. The Lamb, but loses it. Isaac Mason to the lane, can't get it to go, but he will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to go against Levi Lamb.
Mason used his positioning on both parts of that play to create the turnover and then also to draw the foul.
So Mason will go to the line. Hits the first.
3 for 3 from the line as it seems so far.
And he was a very good free throw shooter last year. He went to the line a lot last year, and that's what helped his scoring average. Back to a 10-point game. So twice has Upper Sandusky cut it to 2 possessions before the Tigers answer. They have 2:59 to try and get back into this.
And now's the time you cannot afford to, get lazy or sloppy with your passing. They've got to be clean and crisp.
Montgomery is going to take it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble, gets it in to Kessler. Cross court, the Lamb fakes the 3. He'll drive it and loses the handle. Turnover. Isaac Mason inside the Bordner. Nice pass to Foose. The tough shot and in.
I think Foose needs to recognize his abilities a little bit better, man. I give him a lot of credit. He hasn't looked to capitalize on some open looks he's had tonight, but when he does,
stripped
pretty
away.
Good player.
Bordner with the lay-in, and Seneca East starting to pull away now with 2:15 left. 14-point lead. Working it around, looking for Daris at the free throw line. Right side now to Brown. Back out to Daris. He's going to try a 3, but it's off the mark. And a rebound, but a travel on the rebound, and it'll go back to Upper Sandusky with 1:59 remaining.
And here's where you learn a lot about yourself as a team, too. With 2 minutes, down 14, they've already shown themselves they can score and score quick, but how do you handle that pressure? Do you try to force things too quick?
Gets it inside. Brown, spin move off the glass, too strong. Isaac Mason with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Bordner. Another layup attempt is good. 16-point lead with 1:40 left, and we're close to having this one wrapped up for the Tigers. We're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Bordner. That'll be his first.
Just a minute and a half left in this competition. Seneca East just a minute and a half away from securing their first conference win on the year. Thought about a three in the corner.
Inside, we're going to get another foul. Ooh. Incidental contact there, but still. Cody Habershausen.
There he is. I was getting a lot of anxiety thinking that we may have to say that name and wanting to do it justice and say it right. So thank you to the PA announcer for saying it before us, Trev.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I kind of had it right.
Yeah, you did.
But, you know, this could be reassured. Ball into Levi Land. He's going to try a three. Off the mark.
That one just rolled out.
I like the no call.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough contact to really get a block or a charge there. Referee lets the play continue with 70 seconds left. Three in the air and another one.
Number 7.
Luke Mason pretty much locking up MVP honors tonight. 54-35. This one's ballooned in the last 3 minutes. Daris will try the three. And he hit. So Daris back on the board. His 6th point. Second three of the night. Ahead to Hines. Give and go, Isaac Mason. Back up to 18 with 30 seconds left. So
offensive rebound.
Another miss.
But now they'll probably just dribble off the clock.
And Luke Mason will pull it out.
Oh, they actually put up one more. I feel like maybe a milestone that had to be.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Isaac Mason with the big three at the end.
With the scoring of that basket, Isaac Mason has become Seneca East's all-time leading scorer.
He's the all-time leading scorer.
Wow. Well,
that might change things for our MVP.
Yeah, let us be the first to congratulate him. Maybe we bring him and Little Bro up here. But let us be the first to congratulate him, man. Wow. You know, that name came on our radar last year doing stat leaders, and you can tell he's a very well-deserving young man.
He's the record holder for most points in a season, most points in a game, and now he is the all-time leading scorer in Upper Sandusky history. Congratulations to Mr. Isaac Mason. And now I understand why he took that three.
Yeah, at first I'm like,
up 18 points.
Yeah.
He wanted to get that live and free on the OH report.
Great courtesy, too, from the hosting school, Upper Sandusky, pausing, too, and giving a nice applause, even in defeat.
And
sportsmanship.
That is going to wrap it up. It's a final here at Upper Sandusky. Seneca East pulls off the victory to move the 4-1 and 1-1 in conference. 59-38, the final. When we come back, our MVP interview, post-game stats, and much more. Right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright yellow lace bags and noses frostbitten, snack table spread that is fit for a king. These are a few of my favorite things. Warm ugly sweaters because your friend says so, bags of Tostitos with salsa and queso, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Seeing the family and gingerbread houses, eating Doritos on big comfy couches, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the lights glow but the fuse blows, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, warm fuzzy feelings and cards all handwritten, this smart food popcorn all tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Music with sleigh bells and gifts incognito, play Secret Santa with family and Cheetos, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Scooping Tostitos with salsa and queso, Lay's and Doritos if I have my say-so, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the guests leave and the fam's gone, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
We believe in the gun, and our players don't use it most days. They use it every day.
In my 20 years as head coach, I've used the gun every single year. Well, my dream as a coach that everybody would grow up with the gun, because getting all those reps would make my job a lot easier.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Merry Christmas!
Time now for our Quest Federal Credit Union MVPs. First off, it is Luke Mason, the leading scorer tonight, the freshman guard from Seneca East. 23 points, a game high, and 7 threes. First of all, Luke, congratulations. Just you were feeling it out there tonight. Just take me through the whole game here.
Yeah, I don't know. We were like coming out. We were supposed to kind of push it, I guess, and then shots came to me, and I just shot them, and I started catching a light, and then I kept going.
Yeah, I know there was a couple threes in that second quarter where you were going full speed, stop, shot, and it went in. It felt like everything you shot up there was going in. Did it feel like it was that night for you where you just hit everything?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, from putting in time in the gym like every day, I'm used to that, I guess, and I can do stuff like that, I guess. And it's awesome having these great teammates on my team to pass me the ball when I'm open. It's great to have my brother to play.
Absolutely.
And he's an awesome player. All my teammates are awesome players.
You know, it was back and forth to start. You guys got the lead. They cut it to 2 possessions a couple times in the fourth quarter, but, you know, a couple timeouts. What did Coach tell you guys in that fourth quarter to help you continue to pull away and then really pull it off at the end?
He was just telling us to calm down, and the ball is the gold. You can't give it away, and trust our teammates with shots and just pass to them.
How fun is it being able to play with your brother out here?
It's
at
awesome.
least for 1 year.
I've dreamed of it my whole life, and it came true.
Okay. What's the goal for Seneca East this year? I know you didn't get that many wins, especially in conference last year too. You've already cut that in half in the second game. You had a tough loss to Cary, but you bounced back. Your 4th win already of the year. What are the expectations for Seneca East basketball this season?
We want to have we want to have a winning record and compete with the for the N10 champ.
All right. Finally, for you, if you want to look in the camera, give anybody a shout-out that you like, go for it, my friend.
Shout out to my family and my brother.
All right, there you go. Luke Mason, if you want to hand things off to your brother, thank you very much. 23 points.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Isaac.
And now we will bring in the all-time leading scorer at Seneca East High School, Isaac Mason. First of all, congratulations, man. At first, we didn't know what was going on. We saw you put up at 3 at the end. I'm like, oh, no, they're running up the score. But then we understood what it was. Just how does it feel to become the all-time leading scorer in Seneca East basketball history?
It feels real great. It was a real pleasure to be able to do it in front of the former all-time leading scorer. And, it's just a thing you get off your chest after you score. I mean, I didn't shoot the ball the best tonight, but I affected the game in different ways, and that's what really matters. We came out with a win.
Did you get the chance to talk to him just now?
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit. He was just – I didn't really get to talk to him much yet, though. He just, congratulated me, and I think he's really proud that that record's been beat after how long it stood.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Your brother tonight really shined. It seemed like he was playing like you last year. Anything that he put up, it went through the hoop. Just how happy are you to see your brother kind of pull off a game like you usually do?
Yeah, it was really special. Tonight, he honestly played better than me. I'm the big brother, but it's weird to say, but he played better than me tonight, and that's really cool. I get to play with my younger brother, and he's obviously excelling at the next level.
And having 2 Masons that can score on the team this year, just what can a scorer like him and then some of the other guys that complement you that are scoring more, what can this team do now? I know you had a tough year last year, but you guys learned as the year went on. What can you guys do this year with all these scores that maybe could help you get a good run?
We just have to keep a positive attitude. I mean, there's going to be nights where Luke scores 20 like tonight, and then there's going to be nights where I score 20, or even Lucas Bordner. Lucas Bordner's a great player, and he didn't get the credit tonight with how many points he scored, but he had he's having a tremendous season.
What's the goal for this team this year?
I think we want to get a sectional title. We haven't got one of those since 1990, so that'd be a really big deal if we won one of them.
All right, before I let you go celebrate with everybody behind you, and they're all taking pictures and everything right now, but anybody you want to shout out, go ahead, look in the camera, and shout them out.
I'd like to shout out our coach, Coach Langhurst. He's really dealt with a lot of troubles coming in. He inherited not too great of a program, and now he's obviously seeing us succeed, and he's being the best person he can possibly be for us.
All right, Isaac Mason, you as well as your brother Luke are MVPs tonight, brought to you by Quest Federal Credit Union. Thank you very much, and have fun celebrating this weekend.
Thank you.
There you have it. Isaac and Luke Mason are MVPs. I'll bring Hayden Gray back in here, as well as the Tigers move to 4-1 with the victory, as we welcome you inside the Kimmel Corporation post-game show. 59-38 is the final here, as Seneca East does get win number 1 in the conference. They only had 2 wins in the Northern 10 Conference last year, so in game number 2, they're looking pretty good. Also 4-1. Their lone loss coming to Cary last week. But let's get right into the final stats here, Hayden. And it was close. I mean, Upper Sandusky had this down to 2 possessions twice in the fourth quarter, but just the shooting of Luke Mason especially and his brother at the end just helped Seneca East pull away. 10 threes on the night.
Yeah, they were the more confident team from the field tonight. They came out with kind of a swagger to them, and they rode that all night. There were some times where they faced some troubles, and that second quarter was obviously the most notable slow going on offense, but they just were confident in their game all night long, and surprisingly turned the ball over more times. But what they were able to do with their possessions and the rebounding, also getting to the line a couple more times than Upper Sandusky, who still has some things that they got to take care of. The second half just kind of looked like a completely different team.
They cut down on the turnovers, though.
They did.
Seneca East with 16 total. Upper Sandusky with 4. Free throw shooting really wasn't a difference tonight. 5 of 6 for Seneca East. 1 of 2 Upper Sandusky. 8 2-point field goals for the Rams. 12 for Seneca East. But, they got it. The Tigers have quite the 1-2 punch with the Mason brothers out there.
They do, and that's a really exciting, cool to hear them talk about, their experiences playing together, and could be up to some big things now, getting their first conference win and just 1 loss. So it'll be exciting to see what they're able to do on a Northern 10 and see how they kind of progress as the season goes as well.
Any final words from you before we wrap things up?
It was good to be back on a call with you. We both get so busy that we don't have an opportunity to as much as often. So I think next week we're going to be seeing a lot of each other, but good to get back out here and a good contest tonight on a Saturday.
59-38, the final in favor of Seneca East. Coming up next for both sides, Seneca East, they'll take on Buckeye Central Friday at home, while the Rams will be right back here as well on Friday, taking on Mohawk. Our next stream will be Monday, the OH Report video podcast. But that will wrap things up here from Upper Sandusky. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight. Josh Banks, our camera operator. Adam Thompson, Brian Skoronski, Jory Hollenbeck back at the OH Report BS Media Productions. Chris Daris, our scoreboard sponsor alongside Wilson Tire. Sutton Bank, our replay sponsor. Quest Federal Credit Union, our MVP sponsor. Kimmel Corporation, Frito-Lay, and Spherion Mid-Ohio, our commercial sponsors. We want to thank the folks here. Shootaway as well, our commercial sponsor. We have a lot of sponsors here for Upper Sandusky. I want to thank the fine folks at Upper Sandusky High School for allowing us to be here all season long, providing you Upper Sandusky boys and girls basketball. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. A big fourth quarter helps Seneca East pull away with the 59-38 victory for win number 1 in the Northern 10 season for the Tigers over Upper Sandusky. For Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Upper